Record it. I think I figured out how to do this, Nick and Larry. We are going to go, and I'm going to start off with a little video that's on our YouTube channel. Okay, if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Nelo Life official. Let's see if this puts you in a little tropical fun mood here. All right, friends, raise your hand if you are going to be there with us. Oh boy, hold on. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Raise your hand. Who's going to be there with us? Let's go. All right, friends, here's what we've done. That is our first ever life trip. That is October 17th through the 21st. You can add on additional days on the front end, like my family and I are, or on the back end. At the same discounted rate. We just opened up 25 more rooms, okay? 25 more rooms. We'd love to see you there if at all possible. You can go right to your Life Travel portal. There's a link that says book our first life trip, and it's going to be epic. We're going to capture lots of collateral, lots of fun games, competitions on top of all the other inclusions, and then it's pretty exciting. The videos in the future will have real life footage of all of us that were on that life trip and future life trips. So if at all possible, please get there. We'd love to see you. We'd love to see you. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull up our other slide deck here. And let's get the party started. Nick, can you see this okay?
You're good to go. I see you.
See me?
I see him. There you go. Good to go.
You can teach an old dog new tricks. Okay. All right. It is our fourth co-creation call here, Monday, May 6, 2024. What an amazing 3 weeks it's been. We're so blessed to have so many awesome pioneers, visionaries, walking out a little bit of faith, trust, even though they've maybe been burnt before, scarred before, have the bruises to prove all the letdowns. We appreciate your faith here. And as always, the best is yet to come. So we got a lot of exciting announcements here for this co-creation call. First of all, got a whole lineup of some legendary leaders that are going to be presenting and training live this week. You can find that information in the calendar in your digital office. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we've got one of our top affiliates, John McKillop. This is one of the best talks he does. It's about emotional intelligence, your EQ factor, how you handle adversity, and then some specific marching orders to maximize the power of now. That is tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, nelolife.tv. Stay plugged in. The teams that are duplicating, they're keeping it real simple. They're getting guests onto the live VIP overviews, and most are joining. The majority of people are joining either as an affiliate or as a lifestyle member. The testimonials keep coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, obviously, we are not a travel club. We're a lifestyle club, but travel is a core pillar to our value proposition. It's so exciting getting into the Telegram testimonials, getting onto the Teach Travel Transform Facebook community. And look at Sue. Sue's in Philly for a few days near the hospital where her daughter's having pretty major surgery. So she did a check into hotels nearby. What a difference. She booked through her own Nelo Life travel portal. And look at the savings there. That's about $325 savings just on a couple-day hotel rentals. Sue, thanks for sharing your testimonial. Love it. Got your next 5-6 months of membership covered with your savings just off that one booking. Love seeing it. How about Lori Ann in Emberlyn, California? This is crazy. I couldn't hardly believe this one, but then we looked ourselves, we're like, daggone. So Lori Ann saved almost $2,000 looking at Expedia and then looking at us going out to Maui for her stay there. Love it, Lori. Thanks for sharing. Maricar Cortez, today she booked a hotel at Sonesta, Irvine, California through Nelo Life Travel. She paid only $133.39 compared to hotels.com rate at $229 for one night. She saved almost $100 off that one booking. Maricar, thank you so much for sharing. We love it. We love it. And there's endless amounts of those. Nick actually sent me one more.
Yeah, I want to add one too. And so at the event in Dallas, we had, people kind of shared just their recent success and their savings within the portal. And Donna Rainey out of Denton, Texas stood up and she shared one. And I was blown away by it because I haven't personally spent a lot of time on the LifePerks site. So I definitely did after she shared this. But in one night, okay, between buying a couple tickets from the LifePerks and one hotel stay, over $700 in savings. And so they were looking. And so we talked about what lifestyle really is, right? And lifestyle is just impacting and improving life, but doing it at a much lower cost. And so they were looking at some prices going to Kenny Chesney concert, and they were probably not going to go. But when they saw the over $300 per ticket savings, they're like, they can't not miss it. And even though they live here in like the North Dallas area, it's a little bit of a drive with traffic after. And so they saved $100 at the local hotel. So two Kenny Chesney tickets, one hotel savings, over $700 in savings for one night. And so cool the savings we have here. Because of the discounts, it can definitely improve lifestyle and make things that much more enjoyable.
So awesome. Well, Nick, hey, I'm going to keep you on here. So we're going to go on record. We have last week we released $250,000 in commissions. And later today, we're going to release over another $100,000 of commissions already based on the starter bonuses, the unified bonuses. And remember, we do pay matrix residuals first month in arrears, where most companies give all the money to the front end bonuses, kind of keep it for themselves. Then they pay out residuals on the second month. So we do pay out 0.5%. And guys, here's the deal. Like, we want to get you paid. Like, I've never worked with owners that, like, honestly, we're always thinking, like, how can we get people paid faster? How can we get them paid more? Most importantly, how can we create something where they keep getting paid for many, 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 many years, decades in the future? So that's our ultimate goal, is for your hard work to pay off long term. So Nick, we came out with our first payout provider. Obviously, they're doing the first run. It takes a couple extra days, but most people should see their commission showing up in the next 24, 48 hours if they requested those at the end of last week. We got another payout provider option that we're onboarding here. And then by the end of the week, hopefully, if not before, maybe a little after. The point is, we want you to get your money securely and quickly. So Nick, you want to touch on that for the people that, we've had so many people, they really need that money to pay their bills, electrical bills, car insurance. I mean, we hear you. Like, honestly, it feels so good to be able to help you pay off some of those bills. So Nick, you want to touch on anything else there, buddy?
No, I mean, I know a lot of people, it did go live. We sent out a message late Thursday. So I know some people put the request in late Thursday. And so a lot of those, though, were Friday, right? So technically we're still less than one business day for the majority. But we expect, that first one to hit here real soon. And then as that gets better in that relationship with that company, that I think that those deposits will even come quicker. And so we're excited for you guys to get deposits show up, get them hit your bank, to just, one more thing, just to say, hey, how legit we are, how real we are, that we were able to, overshoot our goal of what was actually today. Our goal today was to give you guys the option to then withdraw. And so we beat that by a handful of days, and we want to continue doing that. So we're excited for you. If you have not gone to request it, you can go into your back office, request it, and get those commissions into your bank.
Yep. Yep. And you got to remember, Nick said we would make our first commission run May 6th. So those of you that ran it last week will have access to those here in the next 24, 48 hours at most. And listen, here's the deal. The best thing we can do as owners, one of the very best things, let's keep it real. The best thing we can do is pay you on time, every time, for every single penny that you earned. We recognize that. It's probably one of the best ways to build trust and belief. So if you haven't gone in there and set up your profile and requested those funds, please go and do that. If you want, you can let them sit there. But we know you need that. A lot of you need and want that money, and we are ecstatic to share it with you. Nick, I'm going to bring you back on here. I mean, Larry and I were a little jealous. We're like, man, we got 405 people on the Super Saturday. Then we look, you tuning in live from Dallas. Do you just want to talk about, kind of the overall energy in the room? I know everybody's like, oh, we love Nick, but we really love Randy and John McKillop. They're so awesome. So just maybe a 1-minute recap again for those just jumping on.
Yeah, as you guys can see in there, there's some, great familiar faces. There were some new faces for me, but we had a great time. It was like I said earlier, just amazing to connect with people, but also get some of the top-notch training. We had one individual, so he's like, I've been to literally dozens of these with my wife, and the training that Randy Schrader just did was hands down the best I've ever seen and the most real I've ever seen. And so literally the goal there was just to take people, hey, where you're at, and realistically, how do you go hit your goals and how do you go hit your dreams? And this whole plan, this whole company is designed to do that. It's not designed to do for the 1%. It's designed to do that for the masses that can go do it. Everyone can afford it. People come and have success, and that whole training was about. But it was just, I'd say the training was phenomenal. What was better though was just seeing people, connect people, getting some hugs, getting some smiles. And this is something we decided we were doing, I think, last Tuesday, maybe last Wednesday. But it turned out phenomenally well. Great event, great people, great training, and cannot wait to see some more of you at some more events coming down the road.
Is there a more elegant, talented, articulate wordsmith than Randy Schrader? I've not seen many.
He is definitely good, but you guys got to realize, right? He's been doing it for 30 plus years, and that was actually part of his training, right? He talked about how when he started out, it wasn't just that he was gifted to go do it. You've got to put in the time, you got to put in the energy, and you've got to put in your reps, right? And whatever you focus on, you get better at continually. And he put a huge focus on what Larry and Eric trained on, which was inviting, the power of the invite. He put a lot of focus on, hey, getting people in front of you, right? That face-to-face person. He's been a person who's built belly to belly, face to face, and he's built some of the largest organizations in the history of our industry, basically getting in front of people. And so he talked about inviting people to your home, getting people in action, getting people rolling. But then he also went in and talked comp. I told him to train on the comp plan. He's like, Nick, can I train on how I want to train on it? I'm like, Randy, of course, I trust you. And he went in and talked about not necessarily what the comp is, but how you go and maximize the comp plan, right? The behaviors that go to take advantage to get you paid. And so it was powerful. People are excited. People are ready to roll. And, you can see some faces there, some smiles there, but we're excited to do more of these, and excited to meet you guys in person around the US and eventually around the globe.
Yeah, we were just talking about that on our corporate team call. How many of you want more in-person training events? Raise your hands, because we love it. This is what we love doing. So we are looking at some of our other cities, maybe Orlando, maybe West Coast, definitely Midwest here, even on the East Coast. So we're going to put together some more of those events just to get out and just get belly to belly, go old school. I love it. I love it. It's all about the relationships. And I want to touch on, Randy Schrader, and we have so many people that made 7, 8 figures in relationship marketing. And, sometimes you have to ask yourself, why would somebody like that join this company? And what we don't hear from a lot of the true leaders, how quick can I get to 10,000 a month? How quick can I get to 20,000 a month? And I entertain those types of conversations all week by professional network marketers. And they don't even, unfortunately, they don't even look at what we're offering, the unique nature. It's like, I need to get 10,000 a month. I need to get to 20,000 a month. And I said, well, here's the deal, guys. It's $59. We didn't charge $590. We didn't charge $5,900. We didn't front end load this thing. So I'm not saying that's not possible, but to us as owners, it's much more important that we build it the right way, brick by brick. So when you do reach your financial goals, you're not dealing with all the massive attrition and starting over, which is just really epidemic within the home-based business arena, right? We want people all across the world to see tons of value, excitement, culture, community, social impact for that monthly membership, just like they're paying for their gym, their Netflix, their Audible app, buying clubs, you name it. We just want that to, we really want to capitalize on this massive subscription economy that's projected to grow $1.5 trillion in the next few years. So we're perfectly positioned for that. All right, what else we got? Okay, later this week, let me see a show of hands. How many of you are 2-star? You sponsored 2 commission qualified affiliates and you helped them to do the same thing. How many have done that? Okay, we've got 30, we've got 40. How many of you are going to reach 2-star before this month is over? I want you to put a hand up and high five it into existence. Who's going to do it? You got sponsored 2 mission qualified affiliates, help them to each sponsor 2. And you're unified, and Natalie and Nikki, they have been working tirelessly. You're going to see all this swag open up to you in a separate location in your digital office later this week. You go in, we want you to sport it. This is not a revenue center for us. In fact, I would say that at best, we're breaking even. We don't want to make money off things like that. We just want to get you celebrated for your hard work. So some really cool stuff that only 2 stars and above will have access to starting later this week. Happy Mother's Day in advance to all you amazing moms that make the world go round. Nick talked about the LifePerks benefits just with Donna saving $700 between the Kenny Chesney tickets and her hotel and some other things. Did you know in LifePerks, you got flowers, you got chocolates, you got all kinds of fun things. We actually saw a number of testimonials. People are saving $14, $20, $7, $8, $32 on places like 1-800-Flowers and all those things. So get in there, create a testimonial, share it with us, treat those moms right. It just happens to be my wife's birthday Wednesday, so she gets birthday and Mother's Day. Sometimes she feels like we don't reward her enough for, sometimes like my daughter's birthday is December 22nd. So we got to go double duty here. And I've already got some things purchased from there for her. Here, Sue, she just went to 1-800-Flowers. And she got the free shipping, but she used her LifePerks membership and saved an additional $14 off the flowers. It's worth its weight in gold. Thank you, Sue, for sharing that. Okay. Big week coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big week. Later this week, and if you've followed our timelines, it might be even sooner than later this week, we're going to unveil Life Shop version 1.0. And daggone it, Nick, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I know, buddy, you didn't want me to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and show them this right here. You are going to see, can you see my screen, Nick? Oh. Did I lose you?
No, not yet. We can't see it.
Oh,
Hold on. Let's go ahead here. Now I say I built up too much suspense, Larry. I have to do it now. Can you see it now?
yeah.
Yes.
We can see it.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what you're going to see immediately. That is our own product. That's our own formulation. Thank you to Nick and some top-notch formulators. A couple of those are on there twice because I rushed this together against Nick's permission. But you're going to see 10 of the top 10 nutritional supplements in America. And you're going to see it in your Life Shop this week. And I think you're going to be pretty blown away by the pricing. It's not going to be the typical 5, 7, 12, 15x markup. You're going to see a lot of great products. We want you to order some, have a success story, get in shape with us for that first life trip or your other travel adventures. And yes, each one of those is going to have commissionable volume, ladies and gentlemen. I want to cast a little vision for you. Imagine our Life Shop e-commerce platform growing and scaling, starting off here domestically, then into Canada, then into the rest of the world in time. filled with products and services that have unique value exclusively for our members. And knowing that's not a big revenue center for our company whatsoever, those are priced to get premium products and services out to the masses. And most of them are going to have commissionable volume. So not only are you going to have the chance to earn overrides off a $59 per month lifestyle membership, it truly is unlimited as we grow and scale. We've got another 100 products and services that we're just chomping at the bit to grow and scale professionally and appropriately for your part of the country and eventually your part of the world. Is anybody excited about that? Because I know every day about 3 to 5 of you are coming to me and Nick say, I got this product, I got this service, and we love it. We love doing it. We got an intake process that we've solidified here, and we're going to continue to grow and scale this as quickly and efficiently as possible, to the point where we really want unlimited numbers of people that just join, just have access to the Life Shop. They're buying products, services at great value, and it's creating even more commissionable volume for all of you. If some of you caught or picking up what I was putting down, you're going to get extremely excited about the potential there. So that's later this week. And for our international members, I know you are chomping at the bit here for Life Trade. And Nick, I'm going to bring you back on. We've got thousands and thousands of leaders internationally that are just like every day, like, are we on pace? You said June 1st. We can't wait to try this out. You want to touch on that real quick, please?
Yeah, definitely on pace. Everything is really coming together. I know that the fund that you guys met, a couple weeks ago, they've had a really great, came off a really great trade month. And so, all the platform and just all the moving parts to make this thing really simple for you. Got to realize when we talked about, hey, putting this thing together, it's not just about the fund. It's how simply you can take someone who's never done anything and start as low as $50 to get in, and take them from knowing nothing to getting funds in there that they would like to put in there. But so the whole thing was about getting it simple, and that was just you creating some technology and connecting the dots on some things. But everything is on track as we speak to launch this thing June 1st. They're excited, the fund's excited. We're incredibly excited, and like Eric said, we have people around the globe that are like, man, this thing is going to be great. This is what we've been asking for, something consistent, conservative, that will really help people financially to go help grow their money over time. Right now, past performance does not predict future results, but we selected a partner that's had phenomenal past performance. And so we're excited. We're excited about this. But yeah, things are really coming together. People working around the clock to make sure this gets done and gets launched on time. And I think it's going to definitely, those that are outside the U.S. and Canada, really set their business on fire. It's going to be a lot of fun to see people have success with this.
Yep. Nick, let's clear a couple things up. What somebody, especially in second, third world countries, what's the minimum somebody can start with?
Yeah, $50.
And then is their money tied up forever, Nick? They can't ever get access to it?
They can withdraw anytime they want, access anytime they want. They can do multiple withdrawals. If they choose to, they can withdraw profits. They can take it all out. There is no restrictions when it comes to that.
And finally, this still seems to be a misconception, Nick. How much in commissions are we making and people making from their downline when they put money into their Life Trade account?
0.0. The value is in the membership, right? The value is 1,000% in this membership. When we built this, the whole goal was that the company wins off this, right? And when it comes to that, when it comes to other products that we launch, like it is in the membership. And so just with this product alone, me personally, I've been using between 2 and 5 different algorithms. Some that are actual full-blown algorithms, some that are just indicators to help me trade. And I spend between $100 to $250 a month for each of those. And I have had anywhere between 2 and 5 the last 5 years. And so to get all this, where there's a number of algorithms running together, a team of traders coming together for $59, let alone you also get the travel platform on top of it. It's ridiculous that everyone can access this for sure.
Oh, and one more, Nick, this keeps coming up. But what if I don't pay my monthly membership, lifestyle membership 6 months later? Or what if, heaven forbid, I don't want to pay this? Do I lose all the money that was in my Life Trade account?
No, it'll just be in the account. It won't continue to trade, won't continue to grow. it'll just be in your wallet, unless you withdraw. If you withdraw, you withdraw. But the whole goal with this, right, obviously, is for those that understand compounding and compound interest and how powerful that is that you do continue to grow. And then obviously, if you want, you share with other people that want to continue it to grow. But if you miss a payment, it will just stop trading.
Yep. Love it. I hope that gives a lot of people peace of mind that have been asking those questions. I'm really fired up here. Towards the end of the month, we have our first thought leader coming in exclusively for our active lifestyle members. This man or woman, I love. We got a whole, I hate to use the word stable, of unicorns that are like excited to come in, provide their content, whether it's goal setting, entrepreneurship, relationship advice, holistic wellness advice, mindset financial literacy. We have got just a whole repository of awesome leaders lined up, and we want you to introduce us to more. A lot of you have been doing that. If you got somebody that's really got a good heart and is an expert and wants to come in and get in front of a new audience, help promote their brand, be a part of our community, obviously send all those emails to Nick Sorensen. I'm kidding. You can send them to me, eric@nelolife.com. He's got enough on his plate right now. I love doing that stuff. So this is my favorite part. All right, everybody, hang on. Hang on to your seats. I love to travel. I love to world school my kids. I love to do it together with like-minded people. Have you ever noticed you can go on a really great vacation, but if the people you're with are kind of toxic and negative or Debbie Downers, it kind of puts a damper, even if it's a really nice place. Or you could go to a Motel 6 at a weekend hotel party with a bunch of your favorite friends, not that you do that anymore, and have an amazing time. So the people you're with, really, in my mind, it makes or breaks, the overall experience. And the best part is my kids hanging out with your kids and us hanging out by the pool, doing stuff together, creating these lifelong memories that we're just going to share forever. Obviously there's value in the trips. There's inclusions you can't get anywhere else. There'll be, personal development. They're all going to have a give back component with a local charity partner so we can leave those communities better than how we arrived. So I would challenge, if you've never experienced something like that, I'd love for you to just get on one life trip. But something that came up last week is why I really wanted to not rush, but get these examples out, because a number of people think, man, that trip to Riviera Maya looks awesome, but I'm going to, I can't make that, or I had another commitment, or, it's just not going to work out this time. I hate that I have to wait another year to go on the next one. They thought it was like a once a year life trip. Ladies and gentlemen, no. The goal is to continue to grow and scale life trips all over the world based on the interest and number of lifestyle members that we have. So what I did is I went ahead and put together, we could call these examples, but these are ready to contract, ready to go, just to kind of cast a little vision. And as we always like to say, we'd like to think if you just went on one life trip a year, it makes your entire lifestyle membership a no-brainer. So here's some examples. These are ready to contract. Okay, you can't book them now. When we go to finalize them, they might be a little bit less. They might be a lot less. They might be about the same. They might be a little more. Just depends on the type of season and our relationship with these properties. But check this out. What do we go to? Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 6 days, 5 nights. That's the Nickelodeon Hotel. That place is awesome, especially those of you who have kids. It's got 9 restaurants. It's 5-star, all inclusive. You get the unlimited access to the Aquanic water park. The transfers are included. You get the Nest Suite available for up to 2 adults and 2 kids. It's family friendly. Get your welcome reception. You get a farewell life trip party. Of course, all the other fun things we'll do together. And the adult prices are from $999 per person, double occupancy. You see the kids discounted there as well. Pretty sure if you just look that up, it's a lot more than that. Now, that's obviously a 5-star all-inclusive. We also want to do more budget-friendly life trips. Again, if you can dream it, we're going to curate it. Let's look at some other examples. Anybody ever been to Maldives? Sometimes called Maldives. Anybody ever been there? I mean, it'll give Bora Bora a run for its money. Check this one out. This is the Coco Palm Dooney Goli Maldives Beach Villa right there in one of those bungalows over the water. You get seaplane transfers. from the Malaya International Airport. Breakfast, dinner is included. You get the welcome champagne reception. Guys, this is definitely a bucket list destination. We'll have these available throughout the year. Just $1,200 per person. That's a crazy, crazy, awesome price for that experience. Let's get back to Cancun, the Riviera era. Okay, that's the Ocean Corral. That's got 9 restaurants, 3 pools. We're going to start having anytime life trips. What if we had such great relationships with properties that if you couldn't fit it within a certain window of time, it would be available throughout most times of the year. Now, this one is only $349 per person. So we want to have life trips that can accommodate a growing global community. Now you're like, but Eric, I want to go back to Asia. Anybody ever been to Phuket or Kom Sui or Bangkok? It's an experience. That's the La Meridienne Phuket Beach Resort. It's got 8 restaurants, bars, 3 pools, beachfront property. That is a 5-star luxury life trip. Breakfast is included, plus all your taxes. You're going to want those airport transfers to take that stress off. You get the exclusive James Bond catamaran experience. You get the welcome reception, the farewell dinner, $650 per person. Guys, I'm telling you, it just keeps getting better. We got some others. Anybody ever been to Abu Dhabi? Larry, I know you love that place. 5 days, 4 nights. Again, you can always add on extra days on the front end, the back end. That's the Sofitel. That's awesome. Abu Dhabi, friends, only $599 per person. And you get a guided tour inside the presidential palace, the welcome reception, the transfers. Click it, book it, go. Now, here's a place I have not been. I know a lot of you love Ibiza, but I'll tell you, I've heard Canary Islands actually puts Ibiza to shame. This is Tenerife, Canary Islands. This is the Hard Rock Hotel. This place has 11 restaurants and bars, 3 pools. Every room you get with us has an ocean view. You get excursions, inclusions. You see it all there. The welcome reception, $850 per person. We got mainland trips to China coming up. We got a lot of wonderful Asian leaders joining us. We're going to take care of them, and on and on and on and on. And Bali, Vietnam, that one's a luxury flying cruise. So we'll get these slides out to you. How about a cruise to Iceland? I wanted to show that one right there. So hopefully that casts a little more vision for you and what's to come. We want lots of people joining us for whatever reason they feel called to. Maybe it's the travel, maybe it's the life trips, maybe it's the life perks, maybe it's the life shop, maybe it's the life trade, maybe it's the life streaming. We just want to continue to over deliver on the value where you're like, man, I do not want to let this membership go, even if I'm not making money with us. But right now, let's be honest, everything's not fully baked. It takes a very special person right now to answer the call to leadership. Why? Because the majority of people, they have to see everything first. All right, Eric, when I see all these things come together that you and Nick and Larry and Orkan keep talking about, then I'm going to get fired up. And guess what? We respect that. Others of you have an uncanny ability to see it first in your mind in order to believe the potential of what's going to manifest in the days, the weeks, the months, the years ahead. And you're willing to step out on a little bit of faith and say, you know what? This is going to be a big deal. I see why Eric and Nick and Larry really think millions of people across the world will eventually get a lifestyle membership or at least become a life shopper in our life shop. So I couldn't think of anyone better to kind of bring us home with a call to action. Again, this is only for those that you're hungry, you're motivated, you've been through a lot, you've seen through a lot. Maybe you've never done a home-based business at all, but there's enough here where you can feel comfortable aligning your reputation and say, you know what? Common sense says if I attract other visionaries and like-minded people, then as that continues to grow and expand, I can capture a lot of that potential market share. So Larry Lane, what would you tell the 400, 500, 600 people now that are on this corporate co-creation call, having been in this moment where you're kind of one of the first to hear about a good idea? We're going to leave it with you, my friend.
Hey, Eric, thank you so much. And Nick, really appreciate you guys. I just want to kind of hit on belief, and I want to do one example really quickly, and I'm not going to say the person's name, but there's somebody that was going to just give up. They didn't think they could do the business. And they actually had sent in, they wanted to get a refund. And I went and looked at the person's organization and I talked to them and I said, do you realize you've already got about 40 people in your team? You've already got about 12 people on the 16 line. So that would be 12 times 3, that's $36. You've already got enough sitting there to cover your $59 monthly membership. And this is a person, and absolutely incredible person that travels every month for work. And I said, if you started using your portal and booking your travel, you would be saving probably $100 or more, maybe on every single hotel stay. So I really feel like, because it's a $79 business, a lot of people don't look at it and they don't give it what it deserves. They treat it like, oh, if it happens, it happens. But there's also people that have already turned this $79 business into thousands of dollars a month in residual income. But they put in the work. They showed up. They got their people to the meetings. They got their people to the training. So I believe what we have done here at Nelo Life is giving you that vehicle, giving you the avenue that you can go out and share this membership, which Eric and Nick just showed you all of the value. These products, I think these products that are going to be coming out this week, they're some of the best values. They beat anybody else in the industry because we are not all about a markup on the products. We want you to have the best price available in the membership so you get more people in the membership. Same thing with the travel. I've traveled all over the world, but some of these prices, I remember Eric's last travel company. I remember looking at these prices and saying, God, how are they doing this for $800 a person? It's absolutely incredible. That's because hundreds of us are going to be going all over the world with this resort. So what I want people to do today, if you're listening to this, I want you to believe in Nelo Life, because I'm telling you, myself and Eric and Nick, we're going to take this all over the world. We are going to have millions of people in this membership. And I know there's so many people outside the United States and Canada that are so excited for the Nelo trade. That is going to be such a piece. Even if you're here in the United States or Canada, you could have people around the world for $59 a month that are trading with Nick and the guys that are going to be doing this, making money on their money. They're not going to drop that $59 membership. But I think so many times, especially in this industry, you get beaten down. You hear the negative. Oh, it's one of those things. You literally get it so ingrained in your mind, you want to give up before you even begin. I mean, this is literally talking about travel. This is, something we've literally been in a pandemic for the last 4 years. Everybody is starting to travel again. I've said it before. Forbes said that travel is going to go from 8.3 trillion to almost $16 trillion in the next 10 years. Is it not the perfect time to be in a lifestyle travel membership with so much more? So I would just encourage everybody, go in your back office, start looking around in the LifePerks. It's Mother's Day. It's a perfect time to go look at all the value that's there. Start looking around at the hotels. I had one gentleman that called me over the weekend. He literally saved $1,000 on a cruise that he was going to take next summer anyway, just through our portal. So if you're going to join a business, at least get in there and look at the value, look at what we've got coming. I think it's going to be tomorrow. Commissions are going to post. That's going to be your residual income. Remember, that's going to be about half of what you're going to be making off of the regular $59 membership. So if you make $100, $200, $500, $1,000, double that for what you're going to make next month. This is really just building a membership. I use an example on Saturday for 500 people, and I got so much positive, back feedback on it. Sam's Club and Costco, that is a membership. Right now, you can tell your friends and family about it. You're not going to make anything. But if Sam's Club and Costco told you in an email, you're such a great member, everybody you get to join Sam's Club and Costco as a member, we're going to give you $2 per person every single month, and we're going to give you a little kickback on whatever they buy in Sam's Club and Costco. There are people on this Zoom, if that was the case, they literally in 90 days would have 1,000 people that they shared. Sam's Club, Costco, go get this, go get that. It's the same thing, guys. guys. We're building a lifestyle membership. We're doing it through network marketing. We're doing it through online marketing, but there's people all over the world that need what we have. You're at the very beginning of this, but I'm telling you, without Larry, without Eric, without Nick, a concept like this with our price point and everything we've got going, it's going to go all over the world with or without you. But I'm encouraging everybody to get in here, plug in, go look at your leadership. You probably got 12, 13, 14 days. Start getting your people unified. Start building those residual incomes. Start making that money. You help one person a month get unified. That's $100 a month. That covers your 59, and it also gives you $40 extra just with one person getting unified. There might be people that can get 5 people unified. You're building check matches. You're building your community. It all works together. We promise you as owners, we are going to give you the value. We are going to make everybody, like Eric said, nobody will cancel this $59 membership because we want you to go use it. Think about people going in GNC every single month, spending hundreds of dollars on products for GNC. We want to have our life shop. We want to have those same products, but better for much cheaper. That's what we've got here at Nelo Life. So I just want everybody to believe again. I want everybody to go out there and make it happen. This is something where you can change your life, but you've got to put in the work. You can't sit around and wait for it to rain. It's never going to happen if you don't get in there and plug in and do it. So Eric, I'll give it back to you, buddy.
Larry Lane, as always, appreciate you, brother. All right, friends, we'll leave on that note. Listen, we love you where you're at. You know, we love customers. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're an affiliate and maybe you have some goals, dreams, or you hope to believe in something again. And look, we're going to walk with the walkers, crawl with the crawlers, run with the runners, sprint with the sprinters. Ultimately, that's up to you. I can assure you, we're all in more than you could possibly realize. Together, we are going to make this work, and we're going to not only make it work, we're going to absolutely radically change the preconceived paradigm of what relationship marketing, when done the right way, can accomplish. And we're going to change the world together. And we'd invite you, those of you maybe sitting on the sidelines, maybe those of you that are already out running, let's just go ahead and put the pedal to the metal and go find those other pioneers, those visionaries where, you know, $79 to step out on a little bit of faith that's already got a lot of meat on the bone after 3 weeks of pre-launch can come in and be a part of that initial leadership and cultural foundation. We're going to give you the best that we've got. You give us the best that you've got. That's what co-creation is all about. We'll keep being radically transparent with you. We're going to continue building trust with you. And we're going to give millions, tens of millions, eventually over 100 million people across the world a reason to believe in what we have. All right, let's make it an epic week. God bless you all. Go Nelo. Thank you.